Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Brey, and I'm glad that you're here. I'm gonna be honest, I actually filmed an entire vlog already. I was determined to sit on the floor today. So I was telling a story the other day to my friend about the most non-glamorous job that I have ever had. But then I asked you guys some questions on my Instagram. Okay, Brady peeps, I am filming a vlog today, and I am doing 20 random facts about me that you probably don't know that may be good to know. So if you have any questions, ask me. And I decided to refilm it. So here are 15 questions that I was asked on Instagram. Question number 1. This is from Jasmine. Do you use filters for pictures and videos? I use like this softening thing on my face when I release videos like this. That just kind of helps things look even. But let me give you an example. This is me without anything, just raw footage. Hello. No filter or anything on my face. But then this is me with a little gloss. Yeah, so I just do a little bit. I just think it looks nicer on camera. When it comes to Instagram, I don't like to overly edit or filter anything. I like playing with lighting and colors and things. I think there's a difference between enhancing something versus altering something. When it gets to a point of feeling a need to alter something so it's not real, I just don't think that's healthy. I think that's when it gets weird. I want my photos and my in-person interaction to be as consistent as possible. So what you see is what you get. Okay, that was a long answer to question number 1. Question number 2. Well, this isn't really a question. It's kind of a question from Washington, Dominic Washington. He just said interracial dating, which I assume is kind of like a question. What do you think about interracial dating? And there's something in my eye. I feel like I've always been a very ethnically diverse person. My whole family is Norwegian, but my dad grew up in Japan, my cousins grew up in Taiwan, my cousin has an interracial marriage, I have lots of friends who have interracial marriages. To me, I grew up in very culturally diverse areas, so it was never a weird thing for me at all. I think it's kind of a beautiful thing. And I think cultures can learn from each other. And so when there's like interracial marriages and relationships, I just think it has so much potential to be awesome. I think it can be really challenging, but overall, it's really awesome. But then again, I've always been around lots of different races and cultures, ethnically diverse people. I highly recommend it. Okay, question number 3. Have you ever cheated or been cheated on? If so, how did you move forward from it? Yeah, that's a really interesting question. I know one thing for sure. I have never cheated on anyone. And I think that's a unique term because I think cheating starts in our hearts and then it comes out in actions. For instance, if someone is constantly on the prowl for greener pastures or something better or a new exciting possibility, to me that's kind of the start to cheating. It's like you cheat in your heart first. Yeah, I've been in a relationship where the person was on the lookout for a better possibility, something new and exciting. And that feels like cheating because you're not the one and only. Wandering eyes, as they call it. I think that's kind of cheating behavior. Wandering eyes, yeah, whatever. I just think that there's a lot of things that lead to cheating. To answer this question, how did I move forward? I had to remind myself every single day what my value is, what I deserve, what is good and what is right. I also had to surround myself with good couples who do have healthy relationships so I could see it over and over. I needed to see a man continually choose his wife or girlfriend over convenience and not constantly be looking for a backdoor. I needed to see the opposite of what I had walked through that was really not healthy. I just think it's really necessary to surround ourselves with what we want to see in our own life and to remind ourselves of the things that we want to see in our own life that maybe we haven't seen, and start reminding ourselves what we really deserve. Okay, question number 4. Do you keep in touch with any of your exes, like friendly, friend acquaintances, etc.? This is from Emily Lou B. The answer is hell no. My friend says it really well. Relationships can be like a drug. They're so powerful and they communicate such significant things when your heart's connected. And if I were to stay associated and friends with my exes, is it because I just wanted to feel close to them because it's hard for me to let them go? I just don't think it's healthy. I think it's toxic for the heart. Unless we want to elongate the process, I'm just about not wasting time. So, question number 5. What are your next goals in life and what do you want to achieve? From Helena Hanum. Oh my goodness, that is such a hefty question. Okay, I have a lot of goals, but I can tell you this. I'll tell you 3 of them. 1, I want to record and release the equivalent of an album of songs, of my own songs. So my goal and my plan is to release 10 songs in the next 12 months. Yeah, and be performing live from January. Okay, another goal is to buy my own house in the next 5 years. I want to have my own house that I actually bought. Yes. And goal number 3, I want to be in a feature film. Yeah. Okay, question number 5. What's the last movie that made you cry? This is from DC Strutter. Oh my goodness, I cry all the time. What did I watch the other day that made me cry? The Other Woman. You know, with like Cameron Diaz, it's like a comedy. I don't know why I cried. I was emotional, as I get sometimes. Okay, question number 6. Ooh, how do you incorporate your time in the midst of crazy time? This is from M. the Lioness. Okay, this is really good. Time is really tricky because we only have so much of it. But one thing I have found to be the most beneficial thing I could ever do for myself is to be disciplined, especially in the morning. I have a very particular morning routine. I get my workout in because it wakes me up, it gets me energized, it gets me out of a funk. I operate twice as fast after I work out. It clears my mind, best way to get my brain and my body started. And then I have my coffee and I spend time praying. I like to read my Bible and I like to journal. I often have like a running to-do list, but the most important thing for me to do is literally write out my top 3 priorities for the day. Then I know exactly where to focus my energies, and then everything else gets done eventually, but I have to get those 3 main things done. Yeah, that's like really significant for me. What is your least favorite food? Mine is lima beans. Jamie Lynn. My least favorite food is definitely octopus. I eat anything, I will try anything. I literally like every kind of cultural food. There's almost nothing that I won't eat. But why would anyone eat octopus? I just think the idea of these little like octopuses. Yeah, I don't eat octopus. What are you dressing up for Halloween? Okay, I like to be comfortable. And I'll never forget the most brilliant costume I created for myself when I was in junior high or 6th grade or something. And I decided to be a little girl and wear pajamas and slippers and carry a teddy bear. From that point forward, I've never wanted to do anything else. Why would I ever want to be uncomfortable in a costume? So now I just get onesies. So whatever onesie I find that is cute, I will be that. Okay, where would I live? Now that's like an interesting question. Aiden. But you know what's interesting about that is I've lived lots of places. I've lived in New York, I've lived in LA, I've lived in Seattle, I've lived in Denver, I've lived in Norway, I've lived in Spain. But you know, the last and final place that I need to live that I haven't lived yet that's on my bucket list is London. I've always wanted to live in Europe somewhere. So I'm gonna live in Europe one day. Even if it's just for 6 months or something, I'm going to live in Europe. Why not? What do you think about loyalty? Oh my goodness, loyalty is super duper, I think super duper important. Loyalty shows selflessness and care for others. Trustworthy, that sticks to their word. It's very admirable when you are a loyal person. Okay, why did your recent breakup happen? Oh, this is from Cheryl. Well, here's the thing. I think breakups are funny because there are so many layers to them. At the end of the day, if people just aren't right for each other over time, you see patterns and you see things and you struggle with things that maybe don't go away or just get worse. Concerns that just continue to become bigger and bigger. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's bad, that the person's bad or that you're bad. It just continues to reveal whether it's right or not. You have to say goodbye to something good because you know it's not the best. What's the most dangerous thing you've ever done? Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. What is the most dangerous thing I've ever done? Probably driven a motorcycle. Oh my goodness, motorcycles are super scary, but they're super fun if you do it really well. But yeah, in Colorado, you don't need to have a helmet when you drive motorcycles. Last summer, I rode motorcycles all summer without a helmet in Colorado. Yeah. Okay, when did you begin to have a close relationship with God? This is from Mois Veros. Actually, that's a great question. I do remember when I was 4 years old, my sister prayed with me for the first time. I know that's really young, but I remember watching my dad and my mom in the mornings when I would wake up. I would watch them. They'd be quiet and they'd take time to pray and they would read their Bibles. And I always watched them do that. And then I remember thinking that I wanted to do that and see what it was like. And so at a young age, I remember practicing praying and I would write them down. I would write down my prayers and I would read my kids' Bible and I loved it. And so I also would always be learning something on my own. Like my parents they didn't force anything. They didn't make me read my Bible or anything, but I just remember watching them. Yeah, I just loved it. And I felt like it was very real for me from the very beginning. Don't get me wrong. I've had my like crazy ups and downs and I've questioned everything and I've gone through like, I just always remember it being really real. And it's that relationship that's always been my focus. It's how I focus every single day. Yeah. Oh my word, so many questions. I'm so tired. I hope this made sense. I've literally been so tired, so my eyes were already This is just a little snippet into my life and I wanted to answer your questions. I hope it's encouraging in some way. Let me know what your thoughts are and if you have any other questions, because I actually have more questions that people ask. I'm probably gonna have to do another vlog, but I just wanted to answer some for you this time. So thanks for being here, guys, and thank you to my Patreon family. I could not do this without you. You encourage me all the time, and I hope you guys are having an incredible start to fall. You go be your awesome selves today. I will be my awesome self. Bye.